Breaking last night, the Wall Street Journal attempted a terrible drive-by, as the great Rush Limbaugh would say it, as I'm wearing my Rush Was Right t-shirt, of our phenomenal president. I mean, as soon as I read the story, I said, this is the dumbest, obviously fakest thing. I don't believe it. Apparently, it was some sort of like a pseudo love letter. The bombshell story was some kind of birthday card album assembled for Epstein by Ghislaine Maxwell in 2003. There's no photo of the letter in question or the birthday cards supposedly sent by other people. It only described by the Wall Street Journal, which also cites people familiar with them, so they clearly didn't see the whole thing. The card is some sort of a hand-drawn illustration of a naked woman done in marker, and then Donald Trump's signature over her midsection to apparently imitate pubic hair. It's just like so for Epstein's 50th birthday. The implication is that Trump might have made this illustration himself, which just sounds so bizarre. When has he ever done anything like this? Look, I have several handwritten notes from President Trump. He's not a doodler. He's not a drawer. I mean, this is nothing like him at all. I mean, these are, yeah. So there's a typed up third person conversation between Trump and Epstein where the lines attributed to Trump don't sound like him at all. Like this quote, enigmas never age. Okay, let me just say this. I know the president. You guys know the president. You have watched him for over a decade do MAGA rallies ever since he went down the golden escalator. Does, quote, enigmas never age, quote, may every day be a wonderful secret. Does that sound like President Donald Trump? Trump never Trump says this was all a hoax and says, as far as he's concerned, it sounds like it. Nothing sounds remotely like Trump, like he would write up on his own. And so the Wall Street Journal releases this last night. Now, we quickly came to the president's defense because this thing was obviously a hit job, obviously a drive-by shooting trying to go after President Trump, trying to tie some of the Epstein news to President Trump to try to bring down his approval ratings and try to weaken him. Right after that, though, was literally within an hour, President Donald Trump announced a bombshell development, massive, where President Donald Trump announced that he is authorizing Pam Bondi to move to unseal the grand jury testimony in the Ghislaine Maxwell case. We discussed this a couple times throughout the week. This is a massive development. This is something that needs to be focused on. For any of you that care about the Epstein story, what's likely to be in the transcripts? Well, testimony of Epstein and Maxwell victims and witnesses. In particular, their actions, their associations, locations, and timelines. Discussions of physical and documentary evidence is likely to be in there. Maxwell's phone wiretap records, logbooks, private island, and photographic evidence. We don't know for sure if that's going to be in there, but any references to any of that stuff very well might be in the grand jury documents. However, certain experts note that these transcripts may be limited in scope. They will focus on Epstein and Maxwell, not on the broader allegations among other high-profile individuals, but still, this is a phenomenal development, and thank you, President Trump, and thank you to this Trump administration.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.